There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Stroud to throw here on first down. And this throw batted away and incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
And he's going to be out of bounds, clearly shy of the line to gain, and that is going to be a turnover on down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And now again he loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hopkins sent in motion. And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest. So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. One of the Ravens has it.
So the biggest thing that stands...
And remember now, alternative. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They run on the jet sweep. Whoa.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hopkins sent in motion. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Slot receiver headed right. Here comes the jet sweep. And he will score again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. Stroud to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Justice Hill to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are facing... Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is
carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A hit, and he has lost the football. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list.
And he's got another one. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. That's it. That's the Super Bowl record. A game to remember. His 4th touchdown of the night. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Hopkins sent in motion. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Here's 2nd and 9. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Jackson. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Houston. Stroud going to set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That is caught. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up.
Pass interference. Defense.
Stroud comes to the